Good morning. Welcome to Unitarian Universalist Church West. Welcome to this caring community of adults, teens, and children diverse in identity and beliefs. Welcome to this justice-loving congregation of kind and curious people, separated by circumstances, but united by love. It is good to be together. I'm Reverend Suzelle Lynch, co-minister, and my pronouns are she and hers.
And I'm Lisa Larson, UUCW president. Thanks for being here with us this morning, just the way you are. Your presence enriches this congregation and our ability to grow and change, seek justice, and practice compassion.
If you're new to this congregation, we extend to you a very special welcome. We hope you'll reach out just a little further and send a message to visitor@uucw.org. We'd love to be in touch with you and get to know you.
Every Sunday at UUCW is pretty great, but today is an important day because it's Reverend Suzelle's last Sunday. Before she retires on February 1st, Suzelle, we are going to miss you so much. But we know you will totally enjoy retirement. And to help you do that, there are some special things happening in our service today.
Yay, I know about some of those because I'm doing some special things today too. But thank you, Lisa. I'm grateful to have been one of UUCW's ministers. Saying goodbye is hard. I'm so glad we have today's service. And, I already said that I have a few special things to offer, but can I say that again?
You
I really do. All right.
As we move now to lighting the flame in our chalice, which brings to life the symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith, once again, we welcome you.
Good morning. I'm Vicki Banville, the church administrator, and my pronouns are she and her. What does it mean to live with intention? It means consciously choosing our words and actions and making reparations for those which cause harm. It means holding awareness of our pain and desires as we attend to the needs of a wounded world. It means upholding the promises we've made to live deeply, love boldly, and make room at the table for the hopes that others bring. May the light of this chalice guide us all in living with intention.
Now let us sing, sing to the power of the love within. Now let us sing to the power of the love within. Lift up your voice, lift up your voice, be not afraid, be not afraid. Let us sing to the power of the love within. Now let us sing to the power of the joy within. Now let us sing to the power of the joy within. Lift up your voice, lift up your voice. Be not afraid. Let us sing
Good morning. I'm Dave Cicero, Director of Lifespan Religious Education here at UUCW, and my pronouns are he and his. Now we have here at Church West, as do many other congregations, a ritual that we perform when our children leave the sanctuary for their religious education classes during worship services. If you've been here for those, you're probably very familiar with the children's recessional we sing, As You Go. That moment when children break from their parents or caretakers to file out of the sanctuary under the watchful gaze of a large room full of strangers. And I know we adults don't think of ourselves that way, but to most of the kids, we could be. So something we should consider. When they go out to meet the teachers and students that they may or may not know very well yet, that could be a fairly traumatic moment. But for the older kids, it might actually be a moment of relief. Phew, I get to go off on my own for a little while now. But whichever the case, we reassure them with soft music and words of comfort. As you go, may joy surround you. No need to be sad or triumphant. This is a solemn moment, but it's meant to lead to a fun and fulfilling time. We hope you experience that, and we wish you happiness. As you go, go in peace. None of us can know for sure what the immediate future holds, but we believe there's no need to worry or to be afraid. We trust those people and experiences meeting you on the other side of those doors. Know our love is with you always. We won't forget about you. You are in our hearts now, and as you leave. You are a part of us, and we are a part of you. We want you to understand that won't ever change. As you go, as you go. Okay, maybe we're a little bit sad too, but keeping you with us 24/7 won't provide you with the rich experiences that we know that you will and need to have off on your own. We believe in you, and we wish you adventure and growth. Of course, you're aware now that this, or in case you were not aware, this song was actually co-written by UU Church West's own music director, Ruben P. Reinen, and our co-minister, Reverend Suzelle Lynch, who now you do know this for sure, is retiring after some 17 years of committed service to this congregation. I believe that Reverend Suzelle's emotions as she takes leave of us might reflect those of the young people leaving for their RE classes each Sunday. So it seemed appropriate then that we reassure her, and maybe ourselves too, with some familiar words. So I invite you all at home to join in our minister's recessional today. As you go.
UU Church West's Split the Plate program is one of outreach and generosity. Each month, we give half of all undesignated offerings to a nonprofit organization to help us live our Unitarian Universalist values and to serve our community. Our Split the Plate partner for January is the Islamic Society of America, or ISM. The ISM is the largest Islamic organization in the state of Wisconsin and has been in operation for over 40 years. It serves approximately 15,000 Muslims residing in southeast Wisconsin. Of course, we all know about the Afghan refugees who arrived at Fort McCoy, many of them carrying little or nothing with them. Our donation to the ISM will be used specifically to purchase items which are needed by the estimated 400 Afghan refugees being resettled in Milwaukee. Items such as winter coats and boots and clothing for men, women, and children. To support the Islamic Society of Milwaukee, anytime this month, go to UUCW website's Donate tab and select Split the Plate from the menu provided. Or you can text or mail your donation today using the information found here. Today, I thank you for your generosity to the Islamic Society of Milwaukee.
We give thanks to Jim Milletta for that wonderful introduction to the Islamic Society of Milwaukee's support for Afghan refugees. We're grateful for your generosity. In the spirit of saying thank you, I have some gifts today for our lay staff. And so I invite Kelly Bognar, Ruben P. Reinen, Dave Cicero, Vicki Banville, and Miles Bognar to come forward now to join me and Reverend Denise. Okay, where am I going to go, you guys? Go right in the middle. So, I know how hard you all work. You are amazing. And there is no ministry in any UU church without our congregation, we know. But it's also critical, the work of the staff. And so I have a personal message for each one of you and a very personal gift. And I'm going to start with Miles because his gift is a little bit different. You don't have to open this now. Everybody else is going to have to open theirs. You can if you want to, though. Before you do, though, let me say something to you. Miles, when we first met, you were just a kid, the son of our amazing Kelly. I didn't know at that point that you would become a resourceful and important member of our staff team. I so appreciate all the ways you've supported our services and our events as a sexton, including the dog costume. Oh no! Raisin Bran for our pledge drives. Miles was willing to climb into a pretty wonderful costume and entertain us all. But even more than your hard work, I think, I appreciate your inquiring mind, your kind heart, and your generous and enthusiastic sharing of ideas and information, and your can-do attitude. I'm going to miss you, Miles. And the book that I have for you, because you can tell it's a book with a little something inside the cover, is for your journey. As a young adult who grew up here in this church, you're on a powerful spiritual path. And this is a book that I loved and that was important to me on my journey. And so I thought you might enjoy it as well. Thank you, Miles. I'll miss you. Dear Vicki, working side by side with you for all these years has been a joy. not only because of your superb analytical skills and your amazing ethic of customer service, but because without you, who would dance with me and sing goofy songs in the office? I can't think of a single challenge in church administration that you've backed away from. You've tackled them all with good humor and a willingness to learn what was needed if you didn't already know it. And who else but you could possibly get me to appreciate spreadsheets? Together, over these years, we have faced many challenges, personal and professional. And all along the way, you've been honest, you've been helpful, flexible, and kind. I am very grateful for you, Vicki, and I will miss you. May the path you walk be one of love, joy, and satisfaction. And I'm going to give you your gift, but you can't open it yet. Okay. Dear Kelly, your creativity and ability to get things done and have them look beautiful is legendary here at UU Church West. And I am grateful for the many ways that you have used your gifts here. I've never met anybody more willing to pitch in and help others, and that too is a great gift. You point out important things that others have missed and call our attention to ways that we can be more efficient and effective. Thank goodness. You taught me 1,000 things, not just about graphic design and making videos, but also about what it means to love the people who frustrate you and about being a including me. And about being a loving mother, an amazing mother, a grieving daughter, a caring sister, and an awesome teammate. In our years together here, we've traveled a lot of paths together. And I've always felt your dedication to this congregation and your steady support. I can only hope I've given back the same. I'll miss you, Kelly. May the path you walk be one of love, joy, and satisfaction. And again, don't open that gift. This stuff is hard. Okay, Dave. When we were seeking a religious educator for this church, everybody who knew you said, "Oh my God, Dave is so great. He's caring, he's fun, he's creative, and he's an excellent educator. You need to hire him, Suzelle." And oh my goodness, I am so glad we did. You've brought such thoughtfulness and heart to us all with your stories, your commitment, and your kindness. Just 6 months, we've been talking about this, 6 months into your time here, the pandemic hit. And we all had to pivot and pivot again and again. You'd hardly even gotten your feet on the ground. But you were right there, fully on board with the team as we fought our way through the maze of changes. You pitched in with your capable hands and your many skills as an educator, sometimes moving the furniture, sometimes facilitating amazing small groups, and always offering so much love along with learning opportunities for people of all ages here. I'll miss you. I wish we'd had the chance to work together for a longer time, but I know you'll have a blast working with Rev D. May the path you walk be one of love, joy, and satisfaction. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, Ruben, you're the last one. I have something for Rev D later. Dear Ruben, you were here at UUCW before I came for 2 whole weeks. I think, right? Something like that, yeah. And so with my retirement, you become the one on the staff who carries the longest history. And what a time it's been. 17 plus years of ups and downs and twists and turns, and through it all, the glory of your music, the calm warmth of your presence, your slightly quirky sense of humor, and the blessing of your collaborative leadership. You've touched all of our lives here with your ministry as our music leader, but perhaps mine most of all. Thank you for making so many of my musical dreams come true. Thank you for mentoring my son. Thank you for your steady companionship through the hard times and the joyful ones. I'll miss you. May the path you walk be one of love, joy, and satisfaction. So now I invite you guys to open your gift. Watch out for the paper stuff in there. You don't need that part yet. Gift with a warning. So Miles has the book Faith by Sharon Salzberg. Sharon's a Buddhist, and this book is very powerful in terms of all the stuff that we deal with in life. And our other staff members have labyrinths, beautiful finger labyrinths made by a dear friend of mine, Brian Watson. Brian's a member of my congregation I served in Washington State, the Kitsap UU Fellowship. And when I was thinking about a symbol for the sacred journey, I thought about the journey I began in ministry there and about his beautiful work. When I asked him to make these for you, he said, "Oh my God, I'm so excited." He said, "I was part of your ministry at the beginning, and now I'll get to be part of it at the end." He's with you on the path. He's a wonderful man. And you're in his heart. And you guys are in my heart so much. I'm going to miss you so much. Now, you all know I love the labyrinth, right? That doesn't mean you have to. It's also like a really nice piece of wall art. But useful for meditation, reflection. There's a message from Brian on the back and information about labyrinths inside your bags. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Kiss today goodbye, the sweetness and the sorrow. Wish me luck the same to you, but I can't regret what I did for love, what I did for
what we did for love. Done a lot for love. And saying goodbye, so hard. But here we are. It's our last Sunday as minister and congregation. And that's our job today, saying goodbye. How do I do it? It's truly been a blessing to have been one of your ministers here for the past 17.5 years. I haven't actually figured it out. It might be 17.45 or 17.65, or it's been good to worship with you, to laugh and sing with you, to share wisdom and fun with you, to join with you in speaking truth to powers that be in our world, those powers that work against equity and justice, and that work against our beautiful earth. It's been a blessing to listen to your ideas and to support you in working toward your dreams, and an honor to hold you in my heart through countless joys and sorrows, including the bittersweetness of this goodbye. We've done so much here together at UUCW. We grew in membership and financial strength as we welcomed in so many new members in the first decade I've been here. We've grown our programs and our staff, renovated our building, increased our campus, and every year we've reached out to our wider community in new ways. We deepened our spirituality here in this sanctuary and in small groups and UU Wellspring. We were the first church in southeast Wisconsin to put solar panels on the roof, and the first and only church in this area to host Black Lives Matter protests on our property. We marched together in parades and protests and offered an amazing religious education to hundreds and hundreds of our children and teens. We hosted youth conferences, and nearly 200 of us traveled to Nicaragua and the Dominican Republic. Or am I overestimating that, Jim? 200? Yeah, okay, got it. 200 people to deepen our engagement with the world community by building houses with our neighbors there. We hosted peace conferences and concerts, amazing concerts, and anti-racism trainings, and celebrated our 50th anniversary and our 60th anniversary. Over the past 17 and a half years, when I asked you to join me in working to make this church and our world a better place, you pretty much always said yes. You took risks, you tried new things, you reached out beyond your comfort zone again and again, and all along the way, you helped one another. We've celebrated so many successes, and we've stood together time and time again, holding each other's hands with courage and in sorrow. I have treasured all of this, the exciting times and the calm ones, the stressful times, and even the times of sadness when we'd lost one of our beloveds. Your deep caring and your powerful participation and wonderful leadership made our ministry, our shared ministry, an amazing partnership. Some of you may not know this, but there were some hard struggles when I first came to UUCW. Our beloved congregation had gone through some rough transitions with ministers and music staff in the years before I came, and mistrust of leadership was pretty high. But even though that hurt, I knew that mistrust was not about me. My job was to love you and to keep my heart open as we got to know each other and developed our working partnership. Everybody who knew about this congregation said UUCW has such great potential. And wow, they were right. If I even tried to list all the beautiful things about this vibrant congregation, I'd be talking all day and all night, probably all week. I am profoundly grateful for our years together and the way that you were able to trust me. I came to you in 2003 with my 4-year-old son and husband in tow. You helped me raise Adlai. You taught him in religious education and reported on his bad behavior and his good behavior and his amazing singing. You helped me care for him through a lot of challenges and changes, and you helped my husband, young Kim, and me find our way in the community, and you offered your kindness and support when we separated and divorced. And then 4 years ago, you opened your arms to Tom Ness, my wonderful new partner. Thank you so much. The caring you've offered each other, the larger community, and me is absolutely inspiring. You know, I've met with a number of you in person, one-on-one over the past month, and of course we've met and talked when we were meeting outside and for that brief period when we were in worship here indoors. And some of you said, we couldn't have done it without you, Suzelle. But truthfully, you know, I couldn't have done it without you. Ministers never do ministry alone. It's our shared work that truly matters. And it's been your passion for justice, your love for each other and our children, your curiosity, your generosity with time, energy, and resources that has made this congregation so great. And long after I'm gone, these marvelous gifts that you share, they go on. They'll go on. As I retire, my fondest wish is that you're going to continue sharing those wonderful gifts with each other and that you'll offer your support to our wonderful Reverend Denise Cawley. She is a good minister, a solid minister, an exciting minister. And though we've been stressed by the pandemic, this church remains strong at the core. And your continuing engagement and leadership are going to help all those good things unfold. So I know a lot of people are wondering what I'm planning to do in retirement. People are like, you're not just going to sit around, are you? We can't imagine Suzelle just sitting around. Well, I'm going to sit around. I'm going to rest for at least a couple of months. I'm planning to take time to reflect, walk labyrinths, hang out with my beloved Tom and our friends. I'll take time to do creative work and consider where my soul is calling me next. I'm looking forward to new adventures. It could be that there's ministry work in my future. Lots of retired UU ministers do part-time stuff or short-term work, like when another minister goes on sabbatical or something. They help out congregations. I could do some of that, I think. I'm not sure. But before that, I'm looking forward to sitting around. Unstructured time to just rest and restore my soul. I want to thank so many people, especially the marvelous boards of trustees I've gotten the chance to work with through the years. Boy, there's some of them right here in this room, some folks who've been on the board. Thank you, thank you. Your work is very important. You are the elected leadership. You're representing this whole works. I've already said thank you to our staff. Oh my gosh. I hope the congregation will take great care of our staff. They are so lovely. I want to thank all those volunteers who worked with me on committees. I want to thank everybody who put up with my crazy hats. I want to thank each and every member of this community. And I want to thank my sweetie, Tom, for holding me up and driving me around and being there for me when I decided I needed to retire and step back. He's held my hand through the past almost 5 years, and I'm very grateful. And you know what? He shows up here and he moves chairs and furniture. And Vicky's thankful too. Because that's what we do here, right? We pitch in, we help each other. We are a team. The core of this church is that kind of beloved community. I have that range of emotions welling up inside me that Dave described so well with the song As You Go. I'm sad to be leaving, and I feel so grateful for all the memories we've made together over the years. Those memories will be with me always. Those tender connections of the heart are one of the greatest blessings of ministry. I will always love you, and I will never forget you. Shalom, blessed be, Ashe, and Amen. And just because I love you, I've written you a love song. It's a goodbye song. I started writing this not long after I announced that I would be retiring. It's hard to break up, friends, but this is our love song. It's called Change is Coming. And I'm grateful that Dan arranged this song and that Joel and Kurt from Kaleidoscope, as is Dan, are here to perform it with me. You guys ready? Woof, woof. Am I ready? What? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change is coming. Can you feel it? Life won't hold still for you or for me. I am trying to keep my heart open, though soon we will have to say goodbye. We've been together for a long time. No one expected this thing to last. You made it easy to keep my heart open. We never had to think about goodbye. When we first met, I was younger than today. I knew you'd had some trouble in the past, but everybody said you had such great potential, and we proved it was true. Oh, we had so many laughs. Do you remember all the good times? Times that we triumphed and times we fell, sharing the journey and so many stories of all the love and justice we had found. Change is coming, yes, we know it. My soul is calling me on my way. My heart is aching when I think about you, 'cause I know that soon we'll say goodbye. How do I know that it's time for me to go? My heart simply tells me it's true. But I'm here with you now, and my heart is open. We've changed each other's lives. We can savor all we've shared. Change is coming really soon now. Oh, it's so hard to say farewell. I need to tell you that I'll always love you, even though I know it's time to say goodbye. Even though you know it's time to say goodbye. Even though we know it's time to say goodbye. Are you coming, Miss Lisa? President Lisa? I know, it's you and me, I think. Woo-hoo. It's our last moment, almost. We've had so many. Now, am I giving my gift to the congregation first?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So, thank you, Rev D. Rev D's had my back for like a whole year. Thank goodness for Rev D. So, when any ministry ends, there's always things that are left undone. And ministers like me, we hate that. I just want it to be all done. I leave you guys with like nothing to do. That would be stupid, right? But one of the things that has remained undone is something I'd like to give you a seed to keep going with. Right before the pandemic began, we started a Build 2020 Art Task Force. Both Kelly Bognar and Dave Cicero were on it with me, along with some amazing congregation members. And the work of this task force was to evaluate our artwork and make suggestions for the acquisition of new artwork for all of our public spaces in conjunction with the renovations, and in particular, to have works of art on our walls that reflect our commitment to anti-racism, anti-oppression, and dismantling white supremacy culture. It was really hard to let this work go. I mean, Dave and Kelly know how powerful it was. The covenant building process with our team was spectacular and deeply moving. And so to keep that process rolling, I have a painting for you. Pull the ribbon. Pull the ribbon. And the cloth. It's upside down.
It's upside down. Oh, beautiful.
This painting is by Tia Richardson, who is a well-known African-American artist in Milwaukee. She is a muralist, and her public works uplift communities across our area. This painting is called Sun Disrobing from the Cloak of Midnight, the Eternal Flame. So may this be the seed for the art in this place that helps us move toward this powerful goal that we have as a congregation.
Well, let me get closer. Thank you, Suzelle. This is fantastic. What a great start. An end, but a beginning.
And in the beginning.
Yes, thank you. So now it's my turn, or should I say our turn. So Reverend Suzelle,
Thirsty work, being thankful.
yes. First, I need you to close your eyes. And maybe those of you out and about, please close your eyes, because I need you to imagine this scene. Because in normal times, this is what our sanctuary would feel like. And your homes are our sanctuary. The church is full. Standing room only. We'd be standing at this point. Some of us very teary-eyed. All of us in appreciation. And at the end, there'd be a loud whooping and clapping and hugging. Got that? Okay, open your eyes. Because that's how it should be. And I want you to imagine that's what's going on, because it is. So no gift can represent your contributions to our church and all that you mean to us. How to honor someone who is priceless. On behalf of the congregation, with great warmth, appreciation, and love, I present you these gifts. So there's two of them in here, but pull out the one you can see first. So, an orchid, a uniquely beautiful flowering plant, uniquely beautiful like you. And we have a modest financial gift for you to use any way you want. And there's one more gift in here that you have to open.
In here?
Yeah, that's it, right there.
Ooh. Wow.
So this is a pampering gift on our end. It's a luxury stay. It's a
Spa.
It's gourmet food. It's a spa. It's from the American Club. So it's a gift for you to use and spoil yourself a little bit, because you've spoiled us for all these years. Thank you. That's a hug from everybody. We need to make it bigger. So bless you. May your retirement allow you to be Suzelle on your own terms, at your own pace. We will miss you and we love you.
Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you. Well, hi, Reverend Denise. So glad you're here.
Hello, I'm Reverend Denise Colley. My pronouns are she and hers if you don't know me. At this time, I'd like to bring the staff up again because
Uh-oh.
we have a gift for you.
Ruh-roh.
I want to say what it's not. Because there's something about ministers, and people say, let's get them a gift. And the first thing they suggest is a chalice. Because I think everyone thinks that on our time, when we're not with the congregation, we stay home.
And we light chalices.
We light chalices.
all
We just
day long.
practice, you
Yeah.
know, and
I have 5 or 6. I light one every hour of the
Right.
day.
I get up to pee in the middle of the night. I light a chalice, you know.
Me too.
Right?
Right.
Right,
How
you
else
just-
are we going to find our way?
Right, yeah. So I made a rule that there would be no chalice giving to you as you left.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
That's probably good.
Yeah.
They might be crowding me out of the house. at this
Right.
point.
I thought you'd had enough. And so we as the staff, including me, I went in on this, we really want you to know how incredibly grateful we are for all the experiences you've given us. I'm really glad that you put hats on all of them. I'm glad that you taught us things.
I haven't put any hats on you.
That's right.
There could be one in here.
We want to thank you for all the lessons that we've learned from you, all the experiences that you've given us. We want to thank you for coming back to covenant with us, for practicing Unitarian Universalism, and really working with us on being anti-racist and anti-oppression. And we know, maybe more than anyone, how tired you are and how much you need a little rest. And so we got you some gifts for comfort, and we also got you gifts for relaxation. And I want to say that some of these will help you get the hygge on. Your
Yeah.
say it?
I think Carol knows how to say that.
No, Ruben knows how to say it.
Hygge.
Hygge. She's gonna get her hygge out. So please enjoy this gift from all of us. It's up to you. Which one is more showy?
Something warm and cozy.
Something warm and cozy. You won't break it.
It's a UUCW warm and cozy. Lovely, thank you.
You're welcome.
Side with love shirt.
Yes, with our logo on it. Available at our merch store on our website. You know, it's me. Always promoting. Yes. Lots of gifts. And this one Vicky designed with her brother and made it custom just for you. And it lights up and it has all of us on it. When you light it up, it's kind of amazing. Maybe someone will light it up by the end of the service. It's super cool. But there are photos of the staff on here, and it was 3D printed, and it has a light inside. It's super fun. Gifts for Suzelle have to have pizzazz. And there's one more big treat in there for her. Big things in small packages, but we're also sending you to the spa in Janesville. Because we didn't want her to have to drive after relaxing. And it's even woman-owned and LGBT-friendly spa. I mean, wow.
Hey.
Right?
Okay, thank you.
In Janesville.
Take the last train to Janesville. I won't meet you at the station.
We will miss co-ministering with you so much, and we love you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think I could put this on right now.
You could, but yeah. Okay. They'll all take your goodies.
Okay. Oh, thank you. So here we are.
We are.
Well, this is my last Sunday, my beloved colleague.
Our last day, well, tomorrow is our last day co-ministering.
Right. That's right. I got to come in and get rid of all those giant boxes in my office. It's been quite a year.
It has been a very, very big year. Co-ministering with you has been great. It has been an amazing learning experience. And the opportunity to get to know this community has been a huge gift. And I can't wait to get to know them all even better. And thank you for letting me tuck under your wing this year. And thank you for all the confidence in me and believing in me and knowing that I could handle all this.
I am so grateful that you were able to come on board here and help me catch a bit of a break by going to 3/4 time. I agree, our co-ministry really has been a great learning experience for me as well. It's been a pleasure to work side by side with you. You know, we've said this before you came here, we knew each other in the community and a little bit as colleagues. But since you've been here, I've learned so much about your many gifts and skills. And I'm deeply glad that you've been my co-minister and that you'll be staying on as I go off into retirement. Was that the princess wave?
We've had a lot of fun. Suzelle, before you fly off like a butterfly, our theme for this year, I want to share a few of my hopes and dreams for you.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yes. I know you have a lot of energy, a lot. And I am really hoping that you will allow yourself to deeply rest in the coming months. Rest more than you think you need. You hear that, Tom? Make her rest. My dream is that you will spend lots of time walking labyrinths, meditating and listening to the birds and looking for the butterflies. I hope you sleep for weeks. Savor your accomplishments. Enjoy your time with Tom.
Thank you.
I also hope that you will keep learning and doing new things. It's really important to have young mentors in your life, and I know you do, but I want you to appoint them officially now as your mentors. Because you have your great son, and you have these wonderful youth around you, but they can teach you as much as you can teach them, as you know, and it's going to be even more important to listen to them now. So I also want you to do some fun things, and you know that I am very excited and encouraging you to write Suzelle's book of ministry crafts and ritual ideas, right? It'll sell. It'll be a bestseller.
At least among 9 or 10 UUs.
Oh, no. Think of all the possibilities of fun projects that you can work on now that you've wanted to work on for so long.
I love the sound of that. Thank you. I've got some hopes and dreams for you, too. That's right. More than anything, I hope and dream that you and this church thrive in ministry together. I know you know what a wonderful congregation this is. And I'm pretty sure the congregation knows that you're a wonderful minister. Yeah.
Ministers and congregations blossom by supporting, leading, and following one another. And I am looking so forward to building on all the good work that you have done. You and UUCW have done together, Suzelle. And I just want you to know, we've got this. You really can set down your ministerial responsibilities with confidence.
You know, I can.
Mm-hmm.
With the perspective and good energy that you bring, with wisdom and compassion, I know great things are coming for UUCW. And speaking of wisdom and compassion, I have a gift for you. It's not a torch, although we certainly could have passed the chalice
We could have passed the chalice.
as a symbol of this transition.
We could have, but that's so unoriginal. Everybody else does that, not us.
I know, right? UUCW, we're better than that. What I have for you is a gift that was given to me by a beloved colleague. I've had it in my office at home, in a place where I can see it, because it reminds me that our calling is to a ministry of both intimacy and ultimacy, the ministry of human gifts and needs, and the connection with something that's wider and deeper than human certainty. This gift is something you can use in a lot of different ways, and it's covered in symbols of wisdom and compassion.
I'm intrigued. Beautiful.
The endless knot is a symbol of the cycle of life, on and on, of compassion and wisdom as they flow endlessly through us and among us and beyond us.
Thank you. I will cherish this gift and place it prominently in my office.
You can even use it as a stole if you want.
I could. And it's red, and I like red and purple and things. Thank you so much. I will cherish this.
Thank you. I am grateful for you. Now I think I need our fabulous president. I've lost page one. You've got page one?
Got it.
Okay.
So now we have a ceremony. It's called the Release of Covenant. We did this a long time ago, but we'll talk about that during this. So on April 13th, April 13th, 2003, we, the members of Unitarian Universalist Church West, voted to call you, Suzelle, as our minister. 2003, whew. We did this after exploring our needs and aspirations, and with confidence, we voted to move together in unity and love towards the fulfillment of those aspirations.
And on that wonderful day, I accepted your call with great joy.
You arrived in Brookfield to begin your service with us in mid-August. On November 2nd, we held a ceremony of installation to celebrate our covenant with one another. It was an exciting and hopeful time as we committed ourselves to a shared path, a path of spirituality and service, action and compassion, hope and meaning.
You asked me to share in your lives and in the lives of the children here and teenagers. You asked me to share my life with you too. You asked me to work with you in shared ministry to create and sustain a vibrant liberal religious community.
I'll read this one. We ask you to share your insights, hopes, and convictions and to listen to ours as well. We pledged ourselves to honor the freedom of both pulpit and pew. We ask that you aid us in our search for depth and meaning, and we acknowledged our responsibility for your spiritual and material welfare.
In these words, which are from the act of installation, you asked me to pastor to you in times of joy and sorrow and to be charitable toward your failures, even as you recognize that I too am human and would fail at times.
And we asked you to help us extend our UU values into the wider community in service and action for justice and peace, and we pledged to walk with you on that journey.
And with the caring born of our growing relationship and a really deep sense of responsibility, I answered, I agreed to your requests, and I pledged to serve you wholeheartedly in the spirit of love, freedom, commitment, and compassion.
And now we come to an ending of your ministry at UUCW West.
Yes, we've come to the time when we must release ourselves and one another from this powerful covenant of shared ministry, this covenant we've kept faithfully for so many years. We do this so the congregation can keep thriving and thrive in shared ministry with Reverend Denise Cawley and with all the ministers who will follow, and so that I can thrive too on my continuing journey.
So, Suzelle, and think of you speaking with me, because if you were all here, we'd all be saying this. We cherish the work we have done together during your time with us, and we now release you from this covenant. For any ways we have fallen short and made mistakes that hurt you, we ask your forgiveness. For all the ways our ministry to each other and to our world continues, we ask your blessing.
I forgive UUCW for any and all shortcomings and mistakes. As I make my way forth from this congregation, I give my blessing for your continued ministry to one another and to the world. And I now release UUCW from this covenant with me. For any ways I have fallen short or made mistakes that hurt you, I ask your forgiveness. I ask your forgiveness. And as I enter the next stage of my journey, I ask for your blessing.
Suzelle, we forgive you for any and all shortcomings or mistakes. We bless your journey going forward.
With my heart full of gratitude for this wonderful congregation and all our years together, I now lay down the mantle of ministry and my duties among you. Shalom, blessed be, Ashe, and Amen. Our words of benediction today are not my own. They are from a colleague, the Reverend Rebecca Savage. We have gathered under the banner of our shared faith. We are born of a welcoming grace that extends and receives love. We are touched by the ways we have fallen short of who we strive to be. And here we are reborn into the beauty of ministry that continues even as ministry ends. We are forged by this fire with a greater courage. Let us move outward from this place, encouraged and refreshed for our journeys ahead. Shalom, blessed be, Ashe. And for the last time, say it with me. Amen.